true power is born of the heart. A wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice?
It was the Atlus patented ye olde English speaker, of course.
And your whole body was... it was crazy. Look, that Stroll guy is still alive.
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank goodness you're alive.
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
Right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king.
Bro, every man, woman, child, dog, cat, parrot, ferret, everything in between knows it was foul play. This isn't a cover-up or a secret.
Here, look.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village. Naruto reference spotted.
Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new...
If I remember, the third option's kind of funny.
Can someone catch me up here?
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly.
So what I'm hearing is vote Luis 2024.
Magic.
What are you looking at me like that for?
To the masses.
He sounds amazing.
Savior.
Far better than the Orange
We're
Man.
that worried about him. And this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your eavesdrop.
Sorry, I don't know why I laughed.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there, and it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him, especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. What?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
Aww. Only in fantasy can you have normal people.
Where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
And now we have our first quest, save the prince from his death curse.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral.
You would think for somebody stationed on the other side of the world, he wouldn't be allowed to attend the funeral, but hey!
We're bound
Plot.
route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Greece, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally. Puggaroni pepperoni. Game? Oh, thank you.
Finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here. Investigate.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters.
Ah,
Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Tell me more about the mission!
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays saviour. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage.
Damn, bro, that sounds like my cousin Timmy.
3 of us alone are supposed to stop him.
What are we, some kind of sewer slide squad?
I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
Dot dot dot. Now we interrupt that yap session to bring you cool nighttime ambience. And a really cute idle animation. Oh my god, I love Gallic. Oh god damn it. Can you do it again? Oh my god, it's so adorable. It melts my cold, decrepit heart. Okay, bored now. Now there's something very important we have to do. There's an insect emitting a strange light. I have tentacled beetle. Before you go to bed, pick that up. It is a collectible. This is the only time you are able to get this gold beetle. You will need it for both a quest and an achievement later. There's like 50 of these things. It would be really embarrassing to, I don't know, forget about one singular beetle before you finish the fucking quest. I'm not bitter.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
That's a lie! Sleep is for the weak!
I know, I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant?
That your duty would be to guide me? Do you not know what the English language is?
All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed.
Oh, she just doesn't know what good plots are. It's okay, Galaga. Almost dying for the sake of my Funko Pops is important to my character development. Also, what do you mean by it kinda feels like it's your fault?
I mean, it is kinda your fault.
Wow! Way to twist the knife.
You're welcome. My knife twisting skills are second to
I
none.
can't fight with you.
That's a lie. You literally just fought with me one boss fight ago.
I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you.
That makes one of us.
Hey, you know what insomnia is good for?
Jacking off.
On reading.
Oh, that was gonna be my next guess.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Oh dear, is it that time again? Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for! The Atlus patented cryptic gray-haired man!
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one.
An intriguing guest, if you will.
Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place.
Ew, stop trauma dumping. You've lost me, bro.
In the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
And what would you say to stranger danger? God, I wish there was a dialogue option that was just yes, no questions asked.
Oh, come now. I'm sure it will prove to be a very beneficial arrangement for you. There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic.
But what if I want false magic?
You can even change your appearance using the raw magna within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetype?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
do I sound excited to shake the stranger's hand? Or do I do the tsundere thing? The tsundere thing.
Choice.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Thanks, voice in my head. New bond unlocked. All bonds start at rank 1 and go up to a maximum of rank 8. In every new rank, we get a new ability. In this case, we now have the Seeker archetype, which allows us to study it, and Bright-Eyed Student, which allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked. And you see all those little hexagons? They're all possible archetypes you can study. Have fun! I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker for more. More is the first of your followers, people that support your quest as steadfast allies that you grow closer to. Strengthen your bonds with these followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. He is just the first of many, so keep an eye out. You might not have noticed because I went pretty quick. The game dropped a hint at who the next follower might be.
And the thrills that yet lie ahead.
Oops. That was very insightful, Mort. Thank you for
Funeral drama.
whatever it is you said.
5 days remain.
The mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path. God, that accent was horrible. Never mind, I'm not bothering.
What happened?
No, I'm fine. It's just... I can't help but feel we're being watched. This deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge. Cause I ain't got no privacy! Looking for an opening to escape? Don't forget to have my left eye on ye. Silly Grace, Stroll can't escape. He doesn't even know the secret breathing technique. Moonwalk breathing. Firstborn, Shamane!
Look at that!
Hey, look! Up in the air! Is it a bird? No, it's a plane! That large bird is known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush. Ugh, so what now? Like we need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out?
No.
No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as is. Besides... Let me guess, you can move much faster if I've died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me? Come on, have a little faith. No, actually, I just really wanted some KFC.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're trustworthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move, don't follow behind.
Pushing forward.
Alrighty, and here's our next dungeon. Nord Forest Trail. It's, about as fun as a tutorial dungeon can be, so don't mind me if I make a few cuts here and there.
Push through! Come on!
God, I love being able to one-shot low-level enemies. It's so nice.
Hold on.
Ah, that's right. I've one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Now, if you somehow weren't paying attention to the entire last hour of gameplay, the game has you covered by giving you the exact same tutorial again. Press V to start a squad battle. If you remember to deplete the break gauge beforehand, you start the battle with an advantage. And if you ever get attacked by an enemy, they start the battle with advantage instead. Now, if you still somehow don't get it, the game spells it out pretty clearly here. Again, because video games are definitely not over-tutorialized. Okay, now with that out of the way, there's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Shred. I need to be sure you can defend yourself. Well, on that note, introducing our first enemy of the dungeon. Another fucking tutorial pop-up. But hey, at least the ability to retry a battle is useful. Skill selection assist on the other hand, who cares? Okay, Wild Corvo. And it's just dawning on me that if I wanted to show off what it could do, I shouldn't have stunned it. Don't worry, me from the past, I'll take over from here. While Gorvos are incredibly basic, so there's not much to really talk about. They have 160 HP, they're weak to Pierce, and they're weak to Electric. While taking neutral damage from every other element, they have a chance to drop a Shiny Stone, and they only have one skill, that being Rush. Do weak physical Pierce damage to one enemy. Oh, hello you. 1 second. Oh, fuck.
Incoming!
Alrighty, on to our next enemy. These are no crosses, and oh my god, they're already dead. I guess it's a good thing we'll see them again in a later dungeon where they actually can survive more than one hit. Hard mode, by the way. Oh, Poggers, another bouncy park. Oh my god, it's another no cross. Ooh. Maybe this one will actually survive longer than 5 seconds.
Just 2 left. They're dead.
Keep it up!
I knew you had this.
Never mind. Man, showcasing a game is harder than I thought it would be. But hey, look on the bright side, I think...
Okay.
Level 5! Woo! I think for this one... I'll just... Oh, whoops. Raise my luck and call it a day. Okay, now we'll talk to you.
What is it?
I haven't seen you a lot around these parts before. You wouldn't be bandits now, would you? And oh my god, I'll stick to my career of not being a voice actor, thank you very much. What are you talking about? Now that I get a better look at you, I'd say you ain't bandit material. Okay, rude. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed. Oh god, not the lizard people. They're gonna claim another one. What are you doing in such a remote place? Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I've seen a regular nearby, so I came for business. But the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human had appeared. For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, I didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you all be interested in buying something? Alrighty, so Galinago here has practically nothing since the start of the game. Well, that's fine, because we're gonna get our money worth out of him. Where are his ice cubes? I guess it's fine, because I'm already wasting all my money, but... Oh, I found something worth selling? I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods, that's rubbish. You won't catch me scavenging it for it today, though.
Thank you.
I'll stay put until the beasts settle down. If you find something worth selling, well, you know where to find me. Sorry, just dying.
Here we go.
Let's go!
You're not a moth.
Royal Soul.
Hold on.
The area suddenly growing dense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? So we've been surrounded. Even out here, it would seem that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Or would you rather we come at you? Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. I mean, what? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't ya? Bastards live long enough. Kill 'em quick.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Scour!
What is that?
Never seen anything like it!
That's not an igniter!
Welcome to our first mini-boss. Will is being targeted. Will is being targeted ×2. Gee, I wonder if we're gonna learn press H to guard. Oh my god, it's like my prayers have been answered.
It's coming!
Guarding has quite a few benefits to it. The most important being,
And now!
once the guards have their turn. Okay, there we go. Will is weak to fire, but when he guards, he can ignore the weakness, which means he takes normal damage from that attack, and now, because the enemy couldn't hit your weakness, they don't get an extra turn. But in addition to this mechanic, we also have formations. And I'm gonna be honest, this is not the fight to really be introducing formations. Because honestly, they're kinda pointless for this fight specifically. Next fight they'll be good. Basically, the long and short of it is you have the front row and you have the back row. All of the party right now is currently in the front row. If I press the down arrow key, however, I'll go to the back row. Being in the back row raises my defense but lowers my attack. For example, you saw my Psych there do 96 points of damage instead of the usual 97. I know, scary, terrifying. Meanwhile, Stroll and Grius are in the front row, meaning they do more damage but take more damage as well. It's kind of way too early in the game for the differences to matter. Once we get later into the game, it becomes a lot more important to learn.
Are they the soldiers from the fort?
No, they're the Muffin Men.
They survived? No, that couldn't be.
They're simply deserters, aren't they?
That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized the pursuit?
I don't know, but I think it's safe to say that I'm the least of your worries at this point. Wrong, bestie. I've seen what your abilities look like in Endgame, and I'm with Galga on this one. We should probably keep moving. Let's go!
However,
It's dead quiet. Are you sure there are still people working here? That disquieting stillness you feel, those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who left us before, then it's likely.
Stop! Don't move!
Okay, you could easily match the voice line to the text box.
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we've walked right into an ambush.
They've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck.
We need to turn back now! It's no use, the entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately, you've got nowhere to run, and if you don't comply, then the miners will pay the price for your insolence.
We just came from there. There were like, no soldiers. There's like one guy, and he didn't look very soldiery. In fact, you might want to go talk to him. I think he's a scam artist. Oh wait, I'm getting distracted.
Oh yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Well, it appears we've stepped into a whole damn conspiracy. We have no choice, we fight away, Purdue!
Oh, finally, I'm so glad you put on the fucking thigh highs so you can actually man the fuck up.
can you believe this?
And it's good to know that the Royal Guard went to the Stormtrooper School for being effective. Holy moly. I would have thought playing on a hard mode, these guys would actually force me to fight them, but apparently no. Over there, someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Please, don't kill me.
You heard the man, it's opposite day. Kill him. The life is gone from his eyes.
What? Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
Joke's on them, I hope the innocents burn in hell.
And the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
Hey, future me here, I'm gonna shut up past me because this scene is so good. You have to listen to it unedited and raw. And then also listen to me for the next 2 minutes gushing about it. Have fun!
knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your saving.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago. The first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Well, yes, that might have been an...
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay back!
Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Haliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand! Come! I will show you a world with honor!
Absolute motherfucking cinema!
Wait!
Like, genuinely though. Like, actually. Like, Sir Clark, I don't know what the fuck they did to you in the recording booth, man, but like...
Oh, cave to an empty threat like that! This ignites all I tell you!
That's my third time seeing that scene, and I still tog the fuck out. Just the voice direction alone. The way he kind of starts all quiet and then just starts screaming. And then like the sound details with like the microphone reverb and the way the main theme just cuts in at the right moment. And oh yeah, I have a boss fight, don't I? And now that Stroll has unlocked his power, he's now a fully playable party member.
Still here?
Unlike Grius, who's still controlled by the AI. Okay, now on to the boss fight, because I probably should be explaining it. Captain Klinger has 2 guards. Both of them will keep buffing his defense. Just focus them down and you'll be fine. Klinger will also keep casting the occasional fire spell, so just be mindful of that because you don't want the protagonist to get hit by that and give him an extra turn. Luckily though, Stroll's actually a very big help in this fight, due to Warrior having a resistance to fire. So if Grius somehow doesn't carry this fight with his 250 HP, Stroll can easily pick up any of the slack. And that's really it. Like, There's not really much more to this fight.
I'll take it down! Take this! I can slash! Die already! Like a
Go on, finish them.
Die! Die! Die!
Oh, wait, I forgot. He has one more phase. So instead of just casting Mage Fire, he now can cast Mage Flames. Mage Flames is an AoE that hits everyone, while Mage Fire just hits one target. Luckily though, he almost... Oh yeah, he's almost done. In fact, I can probably beat him this turn. Okay, phew. For a second there, I thought my attack wouldn't be enough and I'd need to heal. But Grius probably would have finished it off, so I don't know why I was worried. Oh yeah, and a pretty nice thing Metaphor does, now that Stroll's part of the party, that fight more or less rubber banded him up to where you should be level-wise. Oh yeah, and here's his starting stats. Also, G, I wonder what his main role in the party will be. It's quite a mystery.
Impossible!
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that?
Say it with me, class. With the power of friendship!
Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
Unfortunately, you can't tell them no, which would be fucking hilarious, by the way. So we'll just embarrass him instead.
There's an arms, my friend.
Brothers in... yes. I'll do my best to deserve that honor. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
And here's our second bond of the game.
Together.
Unfortunately though, we only get one new ability. We're now able to study the warrior archetype.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean?
According to my calculations, we're either both gay for each other, or we're hungry. Oh, Galaga, just calm down.
What just happened?
We were only isekai to a library.
Somehow you find yourself
I get to talk about the DLC soon!
extinct.
What, you think I was gonna make a joke about not knowing how to read?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at-
Yes.
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than
I'm not your friend, buddy.
remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
Are they the OCs of Magic Donut Steel? Also, discussion earlier. Yeah, sure, I remember it. More or less.
As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion too had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Aw, she's so tiny and sweet.
Well, we didn't always, but now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts.
Must resist urge. Oh.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine.
Galaga,
That's all there is to it.
I might have your back, but you barely have even a fraction of mine. You know, because you're,
Dwells the virtue of the maid.
pocket size.
Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Luckily, however, she did give us a new class. We can now study the mage archetype. However, you've probably picked up on this, she's not a playable party member. And 2 of her 3 archetypes so far belong to a playable character. So, how are we going to use the mage archetype?
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Grius could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is a lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You will use these charts in the assigning of archetypes.
Well then.
Firstly, let us consider the One-Eyed Warrior, who yet bears no archetype. Open Grius' lineage chart, please. I hope it'll let me open Will's chart first. Okay, nope, never mind. This is the chart that shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain a new archetype by selecting one here and studying its powers. To study, you will need Mogla, the source of all magic, but simply drawing from the Mogla within yourself will put too heavy a burden on you. What this means is you will need to gather mag from your battles and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. Each character can study archetypes obtained throughout the story by selecting the corresponding icon on the tree. Studying archetypes consume Mog, minuscule shards of Mogla crystals. Once the character has studied an archetype, you can use the main menu to change that archetype at no cost. To put it in a much simpler way, characters don't have a preset class. They change classes based on what you as the player want. So for example, I'm going to hover over Seeker, press space,
I see.
press space again, listen to more, blab some more,
Alright.
and now I'm given the choice to buy the class for Grius.
Sure. Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man called Stroll, another worthy wielder of archetypes joins your ranks. Now you just gotta give it a moment. You hear the voice of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker.
Did you see?
Oh yeah, and every character, once they unlock that archetype, has their own little reaction to it, which is kind of cool. But now Grius is a Seeker, and with that archetype now unlocked, Once we unlock a second form, he can switch back and forth based on whatever we need him for. And now with that out of the way, we can change Stroll and Will's archetype. We only have enough to study one more class, so I'm going to change Will into a mage. Oh, worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee your soul, the soul of the mage.
Really?
So, this is the power of the mage's soul. No matter the magic, I shall see to its mastery, for all those still suffering in this land.
I found new power.
And now that we're channeling the mage archetype, we can no longer use swords, only staffs. It's not really too big a deal. Unlike other games with similar mechanics, you're given like 15,000 weapons. So unless you're just blatantly playing the game wrong, you're not going to run into any issues trying to equip a character. Also, I'm ignoring all these tutorials because I will talk about them later, and introducing royal virtues to you now is kind of useless since you can't level them up. Oh, and yeah, DLC, I almost forgot. So, depending on if you pre-ordered the game or you bought some costumes, whenever you head inside the academia, more will put them on the couch. It looks like there's something especially valuable inside. 1 Shujin Academy uniform, Heroes Incense and Heroes Fruit, 30,000 money! Expensive medicine, revival medicine, stale black bread, what have you. Now just give me one moment to open my inventory and use every single last Heroes Incense and Heroes Fruit on the mage so I can power level it. Okay, now with the mage level 10, let's talk about a few other things. So in the academia, you'll find these bookshelves, and they're mostly just ways for you to look at some tips. They're nice if you need them. Oh yeah, and you can go up these ladders, just in case you were curious. And up here, I think it's over here. Oh, yeah, here we go. So you can find research notes. These are just little short stories about that archetype. They're kinda neat, but for the sake of spoilers, I'm gonna have to censor the text box, because for some reason these research documents will actually name drop more powerful versions of the mage archetype that you'll unlock at once you get further in the game. And I kinda think that's a little lame, takes some of the surprise away. So I'm just gonna censor it for now. If you wanna look it up, feel free. But if you do, you're like a super dweeb, by the way, and you deserve to be tripped on site. But in other news, I believe that's it for the academia for now.
Friend.
Oh, never mind. More wants to yap more.
As remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn.
Is that because of my W Riz?
To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many.
Oh, say what you really mean.
May awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open
At least he can
and let your
tangentially admit he was kidnapping us all this time. Hey, it probably won't win him any favors with the judge, but I gotta appreciate the honesty.
As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.